What's up? What's up? What's going on, guys? Hope you're having a good day so far. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since I posted a video. I've been MIA, so I've missed you guys. I hope you guys have missed me, and I'm glad to be back. I've been working on Julian's Juicebox like day and night, and I also picked up another job so I can help fund the business, so we can get it to where it needs to go. And for everybody that's been supporting throughout those last couple months that I haven't been on, I really appreciate it. I want to say that from the bottom of my heart. You guys know that health and wellness is everything I do, everything I'm about. So yeah, I'm glad to be back. I'm going to start making more videos, some recipe videos. I put together a vegan kickstart course. So for those looking to get on the vegan wave 2021, I'll be releasing that soon. So I've also put together a juice delivery mastery course, which shows how you can build your own juice delivery business wherever you are in the world. Some of you may already know about that. I posted about that a while back on the channel. So that's going to be in the description. But today's video is going to be a podcast. So I did my very first podcast recently with Brian Rothamel from Fluvanna, tongue twister. From Fluvanna is the name of the podcast. We did an interview there, and we spoke about Julian's Juicebox and how it came about, how it got to where it is today, and we kind of caught up. He was my old commentator when I played basketball in high school, so it was good to catch up with an old friend. And so yeah, that's what today's video is going to be. It's just the audio, so you won't have any visual, but yeah, figured you guys might be interested in checking that out, and that'll be the first video for me to get warmed back up doing these videos and sharing with you guys. So without further ado, here's the video, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.
Yeah. So what are you doing with the Juicebox? Let's talk about that company.
So right around the time I started doing juicing for myself, I started to just post onto my stories. So I was doing like a little bit of social media marketing for local companies in Fluvanna and Charlotte. So I was like helping them set up Instagram pages. And I'm sure you probably noticed, like, advertising is kind of changing. It's not like newspapers and stuff like that and billboards anymore. It's more like social media and like commercials and podcasts like this and stuff. So I was doing that already. So I just naturally started doing it with my juices on my pages, and I was sharing stuff and saying, you know, this is my green juice for the day. This is my kiwi juice and this and that. So then friends and family around the area started to ask, like, what, you can make juice? Like, what, you know, this is that. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't know either, you know, until like a month or two ago. And, so I started to share juice with everybody. It started with my family, and then everybody was, you know, asking, can you make me some? I want some of that apple juice, grape juice. And I'm like, yeah, for $5, you know, 'cause this stuff it's not cheap, you know? So I started just kind of doing like, you know, little sales here and there, you know, just testing the waters. And then I was like, I think I'm really onto something here. Like, I don't see many companies around here doing this, you know? So then eventually I took it like step by step. So I was like, let me create an Instagram page where I'm just sharing this juice. And I just started posting juice every day and like health benefits about each ingredient. And it was like it blew up. Like I got like 100 followers in the first month to 200 followers, you know, right after that. And then it was just kind of taking off. So then I just made a logo. And then after I saw that kind of generated more interest and people were asking, you know, from all around this area, and I just was like, I'm going to keep going with this and see where it goes. And then when the first person reached out to me through Instagram that I didn't know who they were, that's when I formed my company, the LLC, Julian's Juicebox LLC. Like, this is starting to become something real, you know. Now there's people that I don't even know reaching out to me through friends and stuff like that. So I'm going to just I'm going to do this. You know, I really love it. It's like my new passion. And I study this stuff all the time. Like, I'm watching interviews like we're doing on health all the time while I'm making my juice. I do like 6 to 8 hour juice sessions on the weekends, and I'm just listening to podcasts about how the microbiome works and how the gut and our immune system works and how these fruits and vegetables react in the body. And it just became like a passion, second to basketball. It was like my new hobby and stuff. So that's like kind of how the business formed. And then I just eventually was serving two the Central Virginia area, doing like local deliveries and selling like online through a little website that I did. And then where it took off and it's like gotten to the point where it is now is when I saw there was only like one other company out there that was shipping juice. Basically you can, so the raw juice, cause that's a big selling point that I use with the juice is it's raw. So there's no processing or, treatment to the juices, which keeps the nutrition level at the highest it can possibly get. So this juices in the store they're treated with pasteurization. So there's like a lot of heat and they have a high pressure pasteurization too that puts a lot of pressure on the juices. So when they go through these two processes, basically the nutrient level of the juices diminishes by like 50% or more. So keeping them raw allows for the nutrient level to stay like where it was when it was picked from the ground, you know? So, but at the same time that makes the juice the shelf life is only 3 days because it's kind of like cutting an apple open, right? If you put an apple on the counter after you cut it open, it's going to look all moldy and stuff in 3 days. So that's kind of like, but that's the way nature intended it. So, you know, that's why I was like, you know, that makes sense to me. Like I want to keep my juices raw because that's the way nature intended. So that was a problem though. So when I saw that this one other company out there was shipping juices and they were freezing them and the freezing would allow them to stay fresh for 6 months, I was like, oh, I think I'm really onto something now, you know? So that expanded things for me and I was able to reach like a larger market now. So now I'm doing the local deliveries and stuff. I'm doing home contactless deliveries and I do drop offs to Local Eats is one of the places I do drop offs at in Fluvanna County over near Domino's. And, I do drop offs at Rebecca's Natural Foods in Charlottesville. And then I also I ship nationwide. So anybody in the country can get Julian's Juicebox.
Julian's juice popularity began to climb. Between his natural marketing abilities and his newfound way to expand his reach, the secret about Julian's Juicebox went beyond family and friends. Now the business was ready to grow. When we come back, Julian handles his next problem, handling the growth. Have you seen the new From Fluvanna business directory? Head to fromfluvanna.org and click Business Directory to launch the new portal. An interactive map, links, and more are available. Businesses can easily improve their listings by reaching out to the Economic Development Office at econdev@fluvannacounty.org. Now, let's get back to Julian's story.
I was doing the juice full time for about a year, and then it started to get a little crazy. Like I was running off a personal juicer for like a year, which is meant to do like like 6 to 8 juices, and it was getting crazy. And it was like at one point I got like $1,500 in sales in 24 hours. So I was like, whoa. And it ended up being like 100+ bottles of juice. And I promised everybody if they were to order on that sale that I was running, which was like a 3-day winter cleanse, that if they ordered before this date, I would get it out to them and have it to them by this date, right? So I did not expect that many people to order. So I was like, shoot, I have to make all these juices now. And I had to run them through that personal juicer and the juicer broke. So it was like, man, so I was like, all right, I have to switch. I have to like upgrade here. So eventually I got an investor to invest in a commercial juicer. And now I have that. So then that became like a monthly payment, a kind of large monthly payment. So now I'm not doing it full time anymore. I have a job as well. So I'm doing the job. I'm doing like I'm working in the evenings and I'm doing my juice during the day. And yeah, it's growing and it's great. It's awesome. I love it.
That is awesome. So what are your future plans with the Juicebox?
So the original plan, which is coming on slowly, was to be like a monthly subscription box that people can get sent to their house every month. And they'll have options from juices, nut-based milks, smoothies, soups, and protein bars. so they can choose like a variety of those and have them, you know, put in their box every month and sent to their house. The subscription thing is kind of like taking off now, and everybody living at home, you know, everybody's ordering online. They want things dropped off to their house. So that's kind of like the business model that I chose to go with. And I've got juices, and I launched milks, the nut-based milks. So next is going to be smoothies, which is probably going to be around summertime this year. And then the soups will probably be like the beginning of next year. And then the protein bars will be coming soon. So, yeah, that's kind of the end game for Julian's Juicebox, unless something else pops up. I mean, I'm open for anything, but yeah, that's kind of like what Julian's Juicebox will be as far as the future and what I'm interested in and hoping to offer to the people.
If you'd like to learn more about Julian's Juicebox, visit him online at juliansjuicebox.com or on Instagram at Julians_Juicebox, and also his personal account at Julian The Juiceman, all one word, or you can find him on Facebook at Julian's Juicebox. Next week, we'll have a bonus episode where Julian tells us how his basketball career took him from FCHS to FUMA to Roanoke to the UK and then to New York. Make sure to subscribe to the From Fluvanna podcast on your favorite podcasting platform to never miss an episode. From Fluvanna, I'm Brian Rothamel.